Well, we saw good cop and bad cop, the president playing both roles today, almost simultaneously within a couple of hours of each other. First, starting off the day, sending NATO into an emergency session to discuss defense spending and all the nations meeting their commitments to the alliance. Only hours later, the president walked out, gave an impromptu press conference, and said things were just hunky-dory, everything was going great. The alliance was stronger than ever. In terms of what the president actually accomplished, it doesn't really seem to be very much at all. The president seems to be taking credit for a lot of things that have been in motion for years. NATO allies increasing their defense spending has been something that's been in the process since 2014, the Wales Declaration, when NATO allies committed to move towards spending 2% of their GDP on defense spending, and that has been steadily increasing over the last several years. The president has sort of been, like other presidents, U.S. presidents over the years, has criticized NATO allies for not contributing enough to their own defense, not moving, that the United States is bearing too much of that burden. But in terms of what the president actually accomplished by sort of attacking NATO allies only hours later to claim credit for things that have already been in process for years, doesn't seem to be that he's actually changed anyone's actual behavior. Well, we've seen French President Emmanuel Macron come out and say that nothing was agreed to in the last 24 hours other than agreeing to follow through on the commitments that have been in place for 4 years already. German Chancellor Angela Merkel came out not long thereafter and basically said pretty much the same thing, that Germany was increasing its defense spending, but in line with its commitments that it made back in 2014 because of its own self-interest, and that nothing the president said really changed anyone's behavior. That seems to be the real top line here, the president taking credit for things that have already been in the pipeline in order to claim a victory back home, that he had somehow rebalanced the alliance. In terms of what actually changed, not much.